All right, welcome to another episode of Five Questions. Today I've got Tessej in, you said Rotterdam?
Yes,
Awesome, good. You're excited? You get your questions lined up?
I do.
Good, fire away.
All right, the first one. If Source and our in and of being loves us unconditionally, why do we as humans have this urge to get the approval of our family and loved ones?
Yeah, so I think for most people aren't aware of that unconditional love that's coming from Source. I mean, most people don't even realize or recognize that Source exists, right? So most people believe in religion and they believe in God or they believe in something. But I think most people don't have the awareness of how loved and how supported we are from that non-physical, right? And when it comes from seeking out that love and that approval from our parents, our siblings, our friends, the reason we seek those things out is because we kind of have like a void that we're trying to fill. So somebody who's confident and knows their self-worth and knows that they're good enough, they don't need to go out and find that validation from other people because they just inherently know that they are good enough, right? On the flip side, somebody who feels like they're not good enough are going to look for that validation from other people to compensate for that negative emotion that they're carrying. So by default, that's how humans operate. So typically what happens is after we're born, our mind is erased. We don't know about Source. We don't know about the non-physical. We don't know how loved we are, how worthy we are, how good enough we are. And then we pick up our programming from our experiences and the way our parents treat us and the family dynamics, all of that stuff. So as we grow up, we pick up these emotional wounds, we'll call them. And then from those emotional wounds, we create our desires, right? So somebody who's got an emotional wound of being bullied might feel like they're not good enough. So then they look for that external validation to compensate for that not good enoughness. And when it comes to self-help and inner work, the key to being good enough and to feel good enough isn't to always boost the positive, because if you're seeking the good enough, it really means you feel like you're not good enough, right? And sure, you can go and you can boost the positive and do affirmations and feel good enough, but the next day when you wake up, that momentum's probably subsided and you're back down in the not good enough. So what I tell people is the key for consistently feeling good enough is simply by eliminating the resistance. Once you understand that not good enough doesn't make sense, you never have to boost it because you're naturally in the positive vibration. Does that make sense?
It does.
Yeah.
It
And I know
does.
that was a lot, but
Yeah, it does bring me to the next question.